Nepal, the majestic. But over half of its 16 million people have no access to roads. Every bag of cement used in building the town of Boglung on the Gundaki River was hauled in on the backs of porters, a 3-day journey. But Nepal has an abundance of rivers, traditionally seen as too swift to be used for transportation. iDE, a nonprofit economic development organization based in Canada and the United States, is interested in developing non-traditional solutions for Nepal's transportation problems. It's intriguing that rivers like those in Nepal have been used for transportation in other countries for decades. 100 years ago, steam-powered paddle wheel boats made their way along the Fraser and Yukon rivers in western Canada and the Snake River in the northwest United States. These shallow draft boats winched their way up difficult rapids, hooking cables to rocks and trees, literally pulling themselves upstream. In 1968, Sir Edmund Hillary, together with John Hamilton, used jet boats to explore the Sunkosi River from the Saptakosi to Dalagat. Later, he led a jet boat expedition up the Ganges. Since that time, the jet boat technology used by Hillary and Hamilton has expanded to provide a variety of transportation alternatives for rapid rivers. The Snake River in the United States is strikingly similar in flow rate and drop rate to the main rivers in Nepal. This barge, powered by 2 common truck engines, is currently used to supply a sheep farm 70 miles upriver from the nearest road. Its payload, or cargo capacity, is over 5 tons, with a draft of only 12 inches. It uses a marine jet propulsion system, simply a large pump drawing in water from the front and propelling the boat as it's expelled out the back. There are no propellers to brake on the rocks. Here we see the boat ascending a minor rapid. Its high maneuverability allows it to stand still or move sideways in the current.
Tell me about these engines. Well, these are gasoline motors, 460 Ford, 460 cubic inch, 320 horsepower each, and they're your basic marine type application. And these are the Hamilton jets, and down here, the submarine engine there.
It is capable of negotiating sizable rapids and far larger than those seen here, with significant payloads up or down rivers. In mid-December 1985, iDE carried out a helicopter survey of the navigability of the lower Karnali, Beri, and Gandaki rivers. On board was Doug Riddle, a United States-based manufacturer of jet boats. A continuous videotape recording of the rivers was made. This is Chisapani on the lower Karnali River in Nepal, 25 miles upstream from the Indian border. This section of the river is easily negotiated by a wide variety of boats. Several miles upstream, we encounter the first rapids, small and easy. But farther upstream is an area with two rocks that require maneuvering to negotiate. Just past the confluence of the Karnali and the Seti rivers is a series of rapids, one after the other, where the river is no longer navigable because of rocks. When the water level rises 5 feet or more later in the year, these rocks will be covered and the river may then be navigable. At the top of the Karnali Bend, the river again becomes easy for boats. We estimate that there are 70 miles of navigable river on the lower Karnali, from the Indian border to the confluence of the Karnali and Seti rivers. At least 45 more miles of river can be navigated during low water on the Beri, from the confluence with the Karnali to the Surkhet road crossing. The Gandaki is navigable for 105 miles, from the Indian border to Portigat. The main obstacle to navigation is not excessive drop or current, but rocks too close together to let a boat through. This 270 miles of river can make a major contribution to transportation in Nepal. When the Sunkosi is added to this and river navigation is extended during high water, as much as 500 miles of potentially navigable river is available. Truck transport in Nepal now costs 15 cents per ton kilometer. A barge, like the one operating on the Snake River, would cost about 40 cents per ton kilometer in Nepal, including the cost of the barge, fuel, replacement parts, repairs, and operators. Porters in Nepal now cost about $4 per ton kilometer, and air transport about $7 per ton kilometer. What needs to be done now is to actually bring a jet barge to Nepal to test the navigability of the rivers at different times of the year. We need to compile accurate information on the social and economic impact of a future river transportation system. An effective transportation system could significantly increase the agricultural productivity of the hill areas of Nepal and greatly improve the lives of the people.